Okay, so I'm gonna sum it up for y'all real fast. So there was the one girl, she got popped out. But she started off like what caught everybody's attention, but she got more pops as she went along. But what caught everybody's attention was that she said she wanted to be showered with gifts. She wanted to be prioritized. She wanted to sit around in her femininity. And basically a couple of guys took this as, I'm a if I'm a prioritize anybody, it's going to be my kids. So I was like, cool. And then, the other guy said the same thing. And then she wound up hitting them back with a question like, you know, um, you, why don't you see yourself? Basically, your kids are you. So why would you see prioritizing me as a problem if you are your priority? That means your kids are your priority, so that shouldn't have any type that wouldn't be a problem or be the case in regards to putting me first. So, they had no response for that. And the guy that she said it to, he was like, oh, feisty. So I was like, yeah, he kind of liked her because of her mouthpiece, because she had something to say back, and he wasn't expecting it either. But the guy that she said it to, I'm like, oh, yeah, she liked him because she didn't question the other guy when he said it, but when it came to this guy, she questioned that guy when he said it. So, um, then the third guy wound up popping his balloon after those two popped their balloon. I'm like, why would you? I just kind of question that because it just seemed like he was following after the other two dudes. And I'm like, so you waited until they had to say it for you to pop your balloon. Because if that was the case, why didn't you pop them along with the other two guys that popped the balloon? And then it's the same exact thing. Like, you're not saying any different than what they said. So if it was the truth, then why wouldn't you pop the balloon when they popped the balloon? And he didn't. So it's just like, yeah, I feel like he was just like a follower, you know or he's seen something in her that he didn't like, or maybe the fact that he asked that question to that guy, that may have just been it. He asked that question, she came back with a comeback, and wasn't that they wasn't expecting. So soon she came back with a comeback, that's when the other guy popped his balloon. But instead of saying that, he wound up just saying, oh yeah, I didn't like this, I didn't like that, but really you just didn't like the fact that she talked back to the other guy. So that may have been it, but if that wasn't it, he just a follower. So then the other guys wound up popping a balloon, and she wound up saying, every guy that popped a balloon, she said she wasn't attracted to. But I feel like a couple guys she was attracted to, but the fact that they popped a balloon because they wasn't attracted to her, that probably rewired her brain. Like, okay, so if you're not attracted to me, I'm not attracted to you. But she had to point out every reason why she wasn't attracted to them. Um, So that kind of just, kind of threw her off a little bit. So she was like naming stuff like, oh, he's too short. Oh, he got too many tattoos. But when the other guy that was too short wound up popping his balloon, because she said the other guy was too short, her reason for him was, I'm just not attracted to you at all. But you ain't say this about the other guy that popped his balloon. So then it came down to choosing one. And the last guy that held on tight to his balloon, it kind of looked like he was her type. I'm really sure like he was her type, like for real. And I feel like he just popped his balloon to be on some alpha mega type stuff. Like, I literally feel this way. I feel like he did that just so he can be alpha. So just so he can make a point. Because all of their point was that she was too masculine. She was too dominant. She was too territorial. She was too, she wanted to be the head. And that's what one of the guys said. Oh, I'm the head. Ain't nothing coming before me. And that's why I popped my balloon. So that's what the guy said. The other guy said. But then I feel like the one guy was just that period to all of them. That's why I'm like, they all work together. They all work together. And I'm just like, there was no reason for you to pop your balloon. When you heard commitment, because he was like, oh, this sounds like an investment. And she was like, well, a relationship is an investment. That's when he popped his balloon. But then you was just talking about, well, she asked you a question on a scale 1 to 10, what would you do? What where would you stand, in terms of marriage? And he talking about, like, if I give anybody my energy, that woman is gonna be my girl. She gonna be with me. So obviously it's kind of serious. He ain't pick a number, and that's where I feel like I'm like, go back to your question, had that guy pick a number. And she never, I mean, she it kind of bypassed the situation when he said he was serious about any girl he could give his energy to. So when she talking about investment, this is an investment and this and that, I feel like that's when he popped his balloon. But I feel like he only popped his balloon to pop that little hope, because she was his last hope. That one balloon he had in his hand, she was that last hope. And this is why I say y'all gotta put yourselves first. Y'all cannot let any man or anybody take y'all away from yourselves, because this was a pure example. I'm that last hope, so therefore I pop this balloon. You anything you being here depends on me. So, and that's why he popped that balloon, just for that reason alone. You being here depends on me. Oh, we standing up here. I got you to the point where now you about to be my girl, because I'm your last hope. So therefore, I'm about to pop this balloon, and I'm about to pop that little deflate your mind, because since you so dominant and territorial, I'm a bring you down a notch. And that's what it was. I'm like, dang. Dang, like that really just pissed me off. I'm like, that proved my point. That proved my point. You know.
Let's go ahead and give it up for her, guys. I'll take this mic. Thank you so much.